In business community encouraged to use government's programs to develop their businesses. GU narrowly beat Orapa United in their league game. Dr. Taposa is interpreting in sign language. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Now, in our first story, the President, Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi, has commended the athletes for their resilience and determination to unwavering excellence in all their sporting activities. Speaking at the 43rd edition of Botswana Sport Awards, President Masisi says the local sporting fraternity has over the years transformed to be formidable contenders of on the global stage, raising Botswana's flag higher. President Masisi also awarded the Best Sports Person of the Year award to Lizile who is currently competing at the ongoing 2024 USATF Los Angeles Grand Prix.
From our exceptional performance at the World Championships, the IAAF World Indoor Championships, through the Commonwealth Games and the African Championships, and to our inspiring displays at the Olympics, Botswana has shown the world what we are truly capable of. Our athletes have not only competed, but have excelled, standing proudly on the podium as champions and ambassadors of our nation. Their dedication, their hard work, and perseverance serve as a beacon of inspiration to us all, reminding us that with determination and sheer grit, anything is possible. But to Betsu, our journey does not end here, because where Botswana is today is not our destination. It's merely a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Together, let us continue to thrive, to push boundaries, and to defy all expectations.
The Vice President, Mr. Slambatsohwane, has commended residents of Kumu village for designating a piece of land at the burial site for the Khosi who have served the village. Mr. Sohwane was speaking at the funeral of the late Khosi Dadibo Kabase at Kumu.
Khosi Dadibo Kabase passed away last Saturday after a short illness and was laid to rest in Kumu at a special Khosiza Kumu cemetery, in which the Vice President applauded residents for reserving the land for the burial of the Khosi as a sign of respect.
Lesegile ha le ta thomaganyang dikgosi tsa lona ka ha di ntseng di ta di busa ka teng mme ntse le mo ha go bolokelwa morahi teng melao le go segela ha ke nngwe ya dithulaganyo tse re bonang di le manonthotho thata go sa ba harologanye le batho e re hela gore ba kgone go latedisa ditso tsa bone ka ha dikgosi tsa bone di ntseng di busa ka teng mo motseng wa lona. Mme ba gaitsho re le gomoditse go motsegang
re ne ra nna ha batse re le batho ba motse ra re ga re bate bana ba rona ba taba ba tsietswa ke sepehela ha ba ntse ba gola e be re dumela gore o pehela yo nnile le tshono ya go busa mo teng ga motse wa Khumo e be re na le ha a re mate e le go supa that respect mo go ene le go neela bana kitso ha ba ntse ba ta ko morago gore ba itse gore mo khotana ya go nna yana go busitse ma motse o no a buswa ke ma ga tsena ma hela jalo.
The late Khosi Dadibo is remembered for his selfless hard work.
O tswa kgakala e le kgosi ya tetanyo le nako e ne go ntse go sa duelwe ke ona na ntse ba letanya batho mo motseng. Yo a se hard worker ene le motho o bereka thata mme bile ne le motho o na le keletso ya go batla go itse le go heta.
Meanwhile, the Vice President said Parliament will resume debating the constitutional review from the 20th of May.
One ka manta ya ka ibile go tabo go ikwadisetswa dithopo ya ka mokhanselara a boletsi re tabo re na le thulaganyo e tona ya lehatshe la rona ya go buisa dikgang tsa molao mothao mme le buile Batswana puso le one e akareditse dintlha tse le di buileng ya disekaseka ya leba le melao e teng ya ntsha dingwe ya thotha tse di bonang gore mo nako ya gompieno ke tse di ka kgonagalang.
The Vice President also encouraged Botswana to register to vote in the last supplementary voter registration, which commences on the 20th of May. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, Kumu.
Khosimo Ketsi Tosh Khotlele of Lishibiti village, who originates from Uchudi village in Rakhodungwe ward, was buried this morning. Khosi Khotlele died this month on the 8th after a short illness. Lizzie Klaas with the details.
Khosimo Ketsi Khotlele of Lishibiti village has been chosen as a king since 2017, the position he held until he died. As such, different speakers during his burial indicated him as a kind person, since he was active and also full of perseverance. He believed that all children are ours, and parent is a parent for all. Sometimes as neighbors, if we had misunderstandings, he didn't like it if we escalate the matter. He only wanted peace and happiness. My dad was so kind. To be honest, my mom is the only one with fears. When we want to do something special, we consulted our dad first because we knew that others will refuse. However, Mr. Mabusipule stated that Khosi Khotlele played a vital role in the development of Lishibita village, where he was a leader. It was mentioned that he served his nation wholeheartedly and exceptionally well. He served this nation patiently. Everyone knows that. He helped in developing our motherland as well as Lishibita village. His passing is a great loss to the entire country at large, not only to his family. We work together in the Masama project and Khosi Twani. They handle the project very well, and that with active motive. I realized that we can benefit a lot from him since he was well educated.
Section 60, Children's Act, the use of narcotics and other intoxicating substances. The plans God had other plans about him, but this will not stop us from pursuing our vision.
Khosimo Ketsi Tosh Khotlele leaves behind a wife and 2 children, a son and a daughter. Lizzie Klaas, BTV News, Muchudi.
The Assistant Minister of Trade and Industry, Ms. Beauty Manake, has urged the business community in that deciding to use government's programs to start to develop their businesses. Speaking at Methala Yakumo Stakeholder Engagement Workshop held in that deciding, Ms. Manake says government has rolled out various initiatives such as Chema Chema Fund, the Molotlotlo, and many more with the aim to improve livelihoods of Botswana. Abigail Madorobo.
Government through Methala Yakumo initiatives aims at bringing services closer to the business communities. However, Ms. Manake also urged Botswana to get the right information regarding the recently launched programs such as Chema Chema rather than to be discouraged by misinformation about such programs. This era is not time to relax, but to use any available opportunity presented to us to improve our standard of living. No one has been jailed by not paying SIDA loans. We have gathered here to improve our standard of living. As people of that East constituency, we promise to take advantage of these government initiatives.
And we promise that we will not disappoint.
Business community chairperson Makisi Marata says, as the business community, they encounter a lot of challenges such as high licensing fees and many more.
hetolela ditirelo ko maranyaneng. Ditirelo tsa rona re setse re itse di bonya ebile di nna bonya le go heta ha o tshwantse gore o rapeletse motho o sa mo hemadi gore a go thuse. So o kgona gore service o ka bo.
Delays in the uptake of government services digitally affect us as most officers are used to be bribed for them to assist us.
Go mo corrupta o bo sa kgone go neela thuso eo gongwe wa e bona after 2 weeks. Bana ba tsanela ba re heta a go transport kana o ko kae o hetwa yala ntse lo ka gore ga wa tshola sepe se o ka sweetenang ka sone. Ya ditirelo ha di tsentswe di digitizetswe o dira hela o le go lapeng go khatha corruption go khatha waiting time.
Methalaya Kumo provides a platform for the business community to be empowered and enable the local businesses to contribute to economic growth of the country. Abigail Madorobo, BTV News, that siding.
The United Nations Residence Coordinator for Botswana, Mr. Zia Chodhari, says the UN country team and various partners have made substantial contributions to support the Botswana government's efforts and policies. The efforts geared towards inclusive growth and environmental management during the 2023 was the second year of implementation of the cooperation framework. Mr. Chodhari was speaking on Friday in Gaborone, where he announced the UN Botswana 2023 annual results report. However, he says that despite the good progress noted, the journey to ensure sustainable development is challenging and requires determination.
We are, as a family, as a partnership, committed to improve our work to deliver on the development aspirations of the people of Botswana. I said it before and I'll say it again, we want to be transformative and bold. We don't want to be incremental and timid. But we will always remain open and transparent. Any single office in the UN family, and I think, I can't speak on behalf of the government, but I know the government here has said today they're also striving to make much more data available to the general public. We need accountability, we need transparency, and we need inclusion of every single person in Botswana to work together to make the Sustainable Development Goals and the National Development Plan a reality. In all of that, we commit as a family to leave no one behind in the quest for human rights for all, development for all. That means prosperity for all, a healthy planet and a healthy population.
The launch of the Botswana Association of Family Physicians is expected to empower family physicians to help address challenges associated to non-communicable diseases as a result of the effects of climate change. This was said this morning by head of European Union delegation to Botswana, Ms. Petra Pereira, at the launch of the association.
According to the World Health Organization, 3.6 billion people already live in areas highly susceptible to climate change. The changes experienced due to climate leads to the rise in communicable diseases such as malaria, TB, and other non-communicable diseases. The Botswana family physicians found it necessary to establish the association in 2019 to address such challenges.
As European Union, we work very closely with many of our partners, Botswana government and SADC Secretariat included. The evidence shows that climate change is directly impacting human health in various ways, as has been highlighted, for instance, by Dr. Claire, including leading to death and illness, which is directly impacted by extreme weather events such as droughts or flooding. Also, it's disrupting food systems and increasing spread of diseases. We see that now we have deadly diseases are spiking because of climate change, as outbreaks of infectious diseases are now being linked directly to global warming, with the risk of spreading beyond tropical regions to other parts of the world.
Strengthening primary healthcare systems in Botswana moves the focus towards early diagnosis for diseases and lifestyle interventions, which will help to bring significant and positive benefits to the patients and the community at large.
Valuable resource to be treasured and celebrated on this World Family Doctor Day. The theme of 2024 is Healthy Planet, Healthy People. And this speaks to the climate emergency that is unfolding across the planet. Human health is linked to environmental health, and we saw this most vividly with the recent COVID-19 pandemic. Our health is determined by the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, the place that we live in, our access to clean, safe water.
Part of our job is to improve family medicine, is to improve the quality of care that we provide in our primary healthcare facilities. And one of the ways in which we do this is we do this through research. And so I would encourage anybody who considers themselves a family physicians to be involved in research at one stage or another, so as to improve the quality of care in our facilities.
Tomorrow is the World Family Doctor Day, which was established in 2010 by the World Organization of Family Doctors. Khorata Moranyani, BTV News, Gaborone.
You're watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now, the government of Botswana is steadfast in its efforts to enhance the agriculture sector by upgrading cattle breeds. The 97 different bulls collected for restocking exercise in Bobirwa is a testament that the country is committed to improve the quality and productivity of the nation's livestock, ensuring a more competitive and sustainable beef industry. Amongst the high-quality breeds is the Chianina breed, formerly a trout breed and now raised for beef from Italy. Mamusi Siska with the details.
The 4 Chenin bulls collected from Sandveld farms in the Central District make up the 97 different breeds to be given to farmers in Bobirwa. The white cattle, renowned for their excellent meat quality and high growth rate, is the largest and one of the oldest breeds in the world. The introduction of this cattle is expected to greatly improve the overall output and economic viability of cattle farming in the region. This particular bull, capable of reaching a weight of around 1,500 to 1,600 kg, is well built with strong muscles and have a stamina to travel long distances to graze. It has also demonstrated resilience in dry regions. Some fortunate farmers who have the opportunity to utilize the Chenin bull should anticipate a significant increase in heifer numbers in their kraals. This breed is also known for its high fertility rate and ideal for crossbreeding. It has a high fertility rate, which the previous owner confirmed by showcasing numerous heifers on his farm. Additionally, it is well suited for crossbreeding. As the restocking exercise nears completion, it was necessary for the authority at the ministry to visit holding camps before the bulls are distributed to various clusters in the region. I have not received any complaint from either parties involved, buyers or recipients. I believe this exercise was well executed. The commencement of the distribution of the first 4 bulls will be done on Sunday in Mabolwe. The ratio of the distribution is 1 bull to 35 heifers in each cluster. Mamusi Siska, BTV News, Sehope.
Residents of Ranaka have been advised to utilize the Chema Chema Fund scheme to boost their small businesses and improve their lives. This was said by the Minister of Entrepreneurship, Mr. Karbokhari, during a Khotla meeting in Ranaka village. Mr. Khare says the fund has shown progress as some applicants have already received their funds, which should instill hope for many interested in the fund. Kisokofese Makwinja and Oneli Ntokolo compiled this one.
Mpegare says the fund has shown progress as some applicants have already received their funds, which should instill hope in many interested parties and dispel doubts among those contemplating applying. For the fund to fail, it will take 3 parties, which is me as the one who came up with the initiative, secondly the recipient or consumer of the initiative, and lastly the one who has been sent to execute it. And you will find that amongst us, one is going to mess up and then try to find a scapegoat in others, instead of explaining honestly that they diverted the funds to something else that was not in agreement. Hence, everything else failed, because you failed to do what was intended for the funds received. Most of the questions and clarifications requested by the residents pertain to the repayment process, period, and interest on the borrowed funds. Most of us here are not educated enough to understand how the loan interest is calculated based on the repayment period offered. We want to know how we are expected to pay back the money, including interest, so that we can see if we can manage. I want to know if it is possible to be funded for the construction and stocking of a tech shop if one is interested in such a business. The funds used for purchasing business equipment such as fridges and generators is paid within a 12-month period, which is up to 35,000 pula, while 15,000 pula loan is paid in 6 months, and interest is calculated at 2.4% per annum. For one to grow in business, they need to have a strong support system that involves business trainings on financial management, so that they may be taught on product pricing, market research, as well as finding a niche market for their products before even establishing the business. Botswana advised to refrain from criticizing the fund and instead seek proper information from relevant sources to avoid missing out on a lifetime opportunity that can significantly improve their lives. Kese Rofetse Magwinja, BTV News, Ranaga.
Harnessing skills on food processing and preservation has been cited as a critical component in eradicating poverty amongst communities, as well as creating employment for many households. The remarks were made by a representative from Vumila Training Academy, Ms. Oratile Ramonna, at the food processing and preservation training this morning in Gaborone. Mojadi Mukibelo.
In the recent years, vocational training has been evolving and empowering the young and older ones to have sufficient skills in the sector, and harnessing skills on food processing and preservation has been one of the key instruments that can develop many livelihoods in the future.
We have showcasing and training, so more training.
The training involves some children from Special Olympics who are physically challenged. We encourage them to have relevant food processing and preservation skills as a way of empowering and sustaining them, and also to be independent. The training has become diverse and inclusive to accommodate all.
So Special Olympics, we give intellectual disabilities,
Special Olympics is an organization encompassing children with different disabilities. So we partnered with the Vumila Academy to equip them with relevant skills as a way of empowering them and be self-employed. Some of the trainees and graduates have a story to tell.
I'm excited because I've already met some elderly lady. They know and
I'm really inspired by other trainees here, and I have a background on the food industry.
I want something to do with that because I have a background food industry. I'm marketing myself because at the moment you find that the market is flooded on supply chains, those and everything. But from Vumila, I'm my own supplier. I'm my own marketer. Yes, my products I sell them myself.
The knowledge gained from this food processing and preservation training will empower these trainees to run their small businesses with vast knowledge that can market them successfully locally and abroad. Moja Timu Kibelo, BTV News, Gaborone.
Well, that is the news this hour. Josego Nkwe on standby to give you the sport update. Josego, it's your time.
Oh, yes. Good evening, Samuga, and thank you so much indeed. Greetings to you all. Now we get into Botswana Tonight sports news with me, Josego Nkwe. With that, let's get straight into it and start with the first division updates. Charibe FC are the champions of the first division North League after playing to a 0-0 draw with Mbala Galungu in Kasane. The draw leaves Charibe FC with 38 points and also gave them automatic promotion to the Botswana Premier League. Mutlakase Power FC, who were also in contention for the league honors, suffered 5-2 defeat to BR Highlanders in Palape to finish as the runners-up. This now means that Mutlakase Power FC has qualified for the Botswana Premier League playoffs. Santa Green spoiled Sankoyo Bushbucks' chances of winning the championship, beating them 3-2 in Mahalape. Peluka United, who went into their final game already relegated to the regional league, lost 2-1 to Zabotle FC. Green Lovers and Peacemakers FC played to a 0-0 draw, while Calendar Stars and Makungulu Pezwa FC played to a 1-0 draw.
Today's plan was to play this game the way we have been playing our games. No pressure. The information that I give to the boys are mature similars. We play this game, we forget about winning the league, but we focus on winning this game. I think we were off slow off the blocks because we found ourselves really more pressuring. But the good thing is we couldn't absorb the pressure and we managed to salvage a draw out of this game. It was not easy.
We knew Chadibe are a bit slow, though they have a lot of experience. Our two quick wingers, our plan was to play more of a power play. Yeah, we will admit that they are so experienced. They have a lot of players who have played the Premier League. And that one, we respect that. But we played well, especially first half. Maybe we could have killed the game there. We are different results now.
Gaborone United defeated Orapa United by 1-0 in a Week 28 Botswana Premier League match at Lubatse Sport Complex. Gaborone United goal came through Tatawana Kamanyane leg in the 66th minute of the encounter. Let's take a look at the match highlights.
Sheikh Sese. It's a good ball. It's a good header. The man is back. Witness Kamanyane. With that header, the Orapa defense caught napping really. Free header for Witness Kamanyane. They have their noses in front. The Reds.
Well, come of the hour, come of the man. Messi Kamanyane was given an opportunity. Beautiful ball looped in, toppled by Sheikh Sese there in that particular instance. The player, the defender in that instance, moving away from the player, from Messi, and giving him an opportunity to knock it back down.
In attendance there for Messi Kamanyane, Witness Kamanyane rather. Sheikh Sese with an assist.
The laps obviously is going to be down, and we needed to manage it a little bit, but unfortunately we considered. But I'm happy with the effort of the boys. They didn't drop after that. They pushed. We could have gotten an equalizer, and sometimes the other thing, I thought we scored a clear goal, and the referee was there. He very close to the incident, and he reffed it. It's a goal, yeah. And then, but it's his decision. What can we do? But to me, when I look at overall, I think the boys thought, and the situation like those ones, they demoralize the boys, the players. So I think maybe honesty need to prevail itself in terms of the referees and how they conduct the games.
We can only play the last two games as well and talk after that. But I think we have done well so far as well. second, and you are 2 points as well, adrift between us and them. And we have a game together on Wednesday, so let's see what happens. I'm happy with the result today as well. Very, 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 very good performance. Very, very efficient and professional performance from the boys today.
In other Botswana Premier League Week 28 results played today, Police 11 has been relegated to the First Division South League after losing 1-0 to BDF 11 in a game played at VTM Arena. Mrubule Wanderers cemented the Jungle Kings relegation by walloping Tafek 5-2 at Palape Stadium. Nico United edged out Masitauka 1-0 at Samsono Stadium in Pikwe, while 11 Angels and Holy Ghost settled to a 1-0 draw at Francistown.
I think we should throw the towel. Yes, the writing is on the wall that there are signs, but we are not yet out. We should respect the team. We should also respect the game, that we should fight until the last game. Because in football, you never know what happens. So we need to go back again, try to work on the mental strength, to go and look for another opportunity again, whereby we can redeem ourselves by getting this 3 points that we've been looking for. That for long now. Yeah, it's our responsibility as coaches, because when things happen like this, you stand there. You are the one that everybody looks at you and say, "Coach, you are not bringing this result." Yeah, I accept the challenge, but at the same time, after this, what have happened there, as the coach, you go back there. You cancel yourself again so that you go in front of these guys to motivate them to see another day, another opportunity that given to them to redeem ourselves.
Difficult part, I think, we miss. And when you miss, you are inviting pressure. And so will crack. And I've always been saying, give me the goals. People, 1 against 1. Decision making within the very same last line again. But hella, you wouldn't want to crucify the player who they have missed. What an effort given gave us the 3 points. And we are happy got the 3 points. But of course, the mistakes did the mobile. We played so well today.
Still in the Botswana Premier League news, a mouth-watering fixture is billed for Lubatse Sport Complex, where the defending champions and current lock leaders Johnny Galaxy will be up against the second place at Township Brawlers. Matabele FC welcomes VTM FC at Dinaledi Football Academy Stadium. So Flamingos will pay a visit to security systems at VTM Arena. Kick-off time for the matches is 3 p.m. And moving on, the Howard University volleyball ladies team arrived in Botswana on Friday at the invitation of Botswana Volleyball Federation. While in Botswana, the team will visit schools and conduct volleyball camps for students while engaging in various community service initiatives aiming to inspire and empower young individuals through sport. Pamela Kuma and Michelle Sukopo with more.
As this year is not the first time the training has been organized, the organizers thought it appropriate to make this year's tournament different. They extended it to 10 days and planned activities in different parts of the country so that the players could learn more. A total of 29 Howard University players came with their coach and 2 administrators.
They are here as part of the partnership program between Botswana Volleyball Federation and Bring It Promotions, a company based in the USA. Tuesday, they are leaving for Sirue, Rhino Sanctuary. But the same day, Baba Fitela go Francistown. Then after Francistown, the following day, they will be hosting coaching clinics for the Colon Dingweta Francistown, including Matras Bay.
The Howard University coach, Sean Kapavek, is grateful for their cooperation with Botswana and believes that in these 10 days, they will achieve everything they set out to do. Even though they have come to teach, they also hope to learn more about Botswana and the game of volleyball from the home team.
It means a great deal for our university to be able to travel here. We're only allowed to do it once every 4 or 5 years, and this is our earliest possibility of return, and obviously we had a great time here last time we were here, so this was our first choice to come back and spend a little more time here than we did last time. Last time we split time between Botswana and Zimbabwe, and this time we're spending almost our whole time here in Botswana. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is learning through sport is such a great opportunity. You get to experience culture and just get to feel for the true human being as you get to compete and interact, and that's such a great great opportunity for both teams to just get to know one another.
Our local players pointed out that the participation of a well-known volleyball team is encouraging, and they believe that the sport is growing. Their expectation is to learn as much as they can from the visiting team. On the other hand, Kafabek's charges say they are overjoyed to be in Africa, especially through sports. They bring a lot of technical skills, including blocking and others.
We are ecstatic. It's been a while since we played volleyball. It's very motivating to know that people from outside are thinking about us. The type of volleyball we play here is very different from what they play there, so we will be able to learn from each other.
The training will start in Gaborone before proceeding to Zaroe, where they will train at the Kama Rhino Sanctuary. They will then finish the training with volleyball clinics at Nyangago Primary, Setlalekhosi JSS and Matters Bay. Michelle Sokopo, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And that is all that we have for you from Botswana Tonight, the Sports Desk. Until we meet tomorrow, have a blessed night. Now let me bring it back to Olubile Samuka to give you the headlines of tonight. Olubile?
Right, you have done your job well. Let's do this again tomorrow.
Definitely tomorrow.
Before we wrap it up, let's take a reminder of our top stories. Residents of Kumu commended for reserving a piece of land at the burial site for the Khosi. That deciding business community encouraged to use government's programs to develop their businesses. And sport, GU narrowly beat Orapa United in 1-0 in their league encounter. Well, that is all that we had for you this hour. Do stay with us. Weather is up next.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Kumo Cecil Monarch. This evening, clear skies are visible over the entire country, and on Sunday, we are still expecting some clear skies over most parts of our country, with some partly cloudy conditions expected over southern, central, and northeast district. But as the day progresses, we're expecting these clouds to clear over this area. In the morning, we're expecting some cold temperatures over Khansi, Kalahari, and the northeast district, with minimums of 5 to 7 degrees Celsius. Over the remaining areas, we're expecting some mild temperatures. In the afternoon, we're expecting some warm temperatures over the entire country, with maximums ranging between 26 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Now, looking at some cities in SADC, we are expecting some partly cloudy conditions over Manzini, Port Elizabeth, and Cape Town. Clear skies expected over Johannesburg and Upington. We are expecting some clear skies over Windhoek, Lusaka, and Harare. Partly cloudy conditions expected over Beira and Antananarivo. We are expecting some clear skies over Dar es Salaam. Partly cloudy conditions are expected over Blantyre, Luanda, and Kinshasa. That's weather forecast. Have yourself a good evening.
Coming up in this edition of Eye on SADC,